Hello and welcome to this Photoshop tutorial on how to wrap an object in Christmas lights. Your object could be text, it could be a logo, it could be anything. If you'd like to follow along with a text tutorial as well with this video tutorial, see the link in the description. Also, another side note is that the light bulbs, I'm piggybacking off of another tutorial that I created. So if you would like to create the light bulbs yourself, see the link in the description for the other light bulb tutorial, or you can grab the Photoshop file from that link as well and just pull it and drag it in for here. But okay, let's get started. We're going to create a new document. So go to File, New. We're going to name it Merry Christmas. Give it a width of 800 pixels, a height of 400 pixels, and a resolution of 300 pixels per inch, and then click OK. Select white and the paint bucket tool to fill the background of the document with white. Grab the text tool and select a green color and type in Christmas. Give the size of Christmas a font size of 24 pixels, a typeface Helvetica, and the weight bold, and hit enter. And also, a side note is if you hold down Alt or Option on your keyboard and hit left or right, you can adjust the spacing in between the letters. Next, we're going to add another text layer. This one is going to be Mer. We're going to add the Y in a second. Give it a size of 36 pixels, or 36 point, color of red, and Helvetica bold. Hit enter. Now make the Y. Everything's the same except for this is going to be 52 point. Hit enter, and then just place everything using the move tool. You can use your keypad and your arrow keys to nudge everything into place if you would like. And there we have our text. Next thing that we're going to do is make the text three-dimensional. Grab the Christmas layer, right click and go to duplicate layer. And we'll call it Christmas copy, which is fine. We'll bring it beneath the original layer and then just click the eyeball to hide the original layer for a second so we can change the color. Now we're going to change it to a darker green. Click OK, hit enter. Show the eyeball for both layers, and then you won't be able to see the bottom layer just yet. Make sure the bottom layer is selected. Take your move tool and bring the bottom layer over just a little bit like that. And then do the same process for the other two layers, the Mer and Y layers. Bring them underneath, hide the top two, make it a darker red. Then show the top layers. Select the bottom two and the move tool, and then just move them over. Now we're going to fill in the spaces in between the two layers. Grab the polygonal lasso tool. First we'll zoom in so I can show you what I'm going to be doing. The polygonal lasso tool. And make sure that the Add to Selection button on the top options for the polygonal lasso tool is selected. This will keep it all the selections on one layer. In between the two Christmas layers, add a folder. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but there's a layer button, and I said folder, I meant layer. Add a new layer in between. We'll name it in between, just so we can stay organized. And then select the outside edges and corners with the polygonal lasso tool. And what this will do is connect the top layer and the bottom layer, and once we fill these selections in, the text will look more 3D. We'll grab our eyedropper tool to just make sure we have that darker green, so I'll click on the darker green with the eyedropper tool, which will update this green, and grab the paint bucket tool, make sure we're on the in-between layer, which is in between the top Christmas layer and the bottom Christmas layer, and then fill in one of the selections, then click or hit Command or Control D on your keyboard, and you'll see now that there are more solid letters. And take your time, go through this, and fill in everything for Christmas, and then everything for myrrh, and then why. I did this. Oops. I did this already, so I will just jump ahead. So now we have our Merry Christmas. It's 3D. We're going to add the string for the Christmas lights. Add a new layer. Same thing, button beneath there. We're going to call it string. Grab the pen tool. And just start by horizontally. The trick to this is just hold down shift when you're pulling out the handlebars, but just stay vertical. Don't try to go, or stay horizontal. Don't go vertical. Stay horizontal. It makes it a lot easier. So the pen tool can definitely be tricky sometimes. Okay, so make sure we're on our string layer. Grab a dark green, darker than the dark green behind the Christmas. Click OK. Select the brush tool. 4 pixels works. And then go back to pen tool. Make sure again you're on the string layer. Right click the path and click stroke path. And we're going to use the brush we just set up with a dark green 4 pixel diameter. Click OK. And then hit enter. And then we'll have our string that is in front of the text. What we want to do now is make it look like the string is wrapping around the text. So we will make sure we're on our string layer still. Click the Add Layer Mask button down at the bottom of the Layers panel. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it looks like a square with a circle inside of it. Click that, and we want to make sure that there's the outline for this white layer mask is clicked. If it's not, you'll see it's not there, and then it won't work. You want to make sure that the box is around the layer mask, like not like this, like that. Okay. Grab a black brush, make it a little bigger, and then we're going to just erase parts of the string so that it looks like it's going behind. So we'll want behind and then over, and then behind the R. And then over. And again, you can take your time with this. If you're seeing black when you're painting, it's because you don't have the layer mask selected. Make sure that the layer mask is selected. If you make a mistake, you can hit Control T or Control Z to undo something, or paint with a white brush instead of black, and it will do the opposite. Instead of mask, it will unmask the mask. There we go. So The string now looks like it's going around the Christmas text that we just created. And earlier in the tutorial I said that we were going to use bulbs from another tutorial. Again, you can use the link in the bottom of this video to either create the bulb yourself or just grab the PSD from the bottom of the file or from the bottom of the tutorial and click it and drag it into here. And that's what I'm going to do. I have it pre-made. Going to pull it in, and I'm going to make sure that they're all in a group, which I did. What I did was I made sure all of the light bulb layers were selected, and I clicked it and dragged it down to the folder icon at the bottom of the layers panel. I'm going to name this bulb. And now I have the bulb. I'm going to hit Command or Control T, and holding down Shift, drag the inside corner until it's the size I want. Then hit Enter, grab the Move tool, and you can move the bulb. And then again, by hitting Command and Control T, you can rotate the bulb. Find a size you like and place it. With the bulb layer selected, hold down Alt or Option and with the Move tool selected as well, and you can duplicate the bulb. You can rotate it, again using Command or Control T with the Transform tool. If you're using the PSD file that I gave you, to change the color, select the Glow Copy folder. Well, it would be Glow if you're not using the copy, but the Glow folder and the bulb folder and the bulb layer, make sure both of those are selected, and then right click and go to Merge Layers. This will allow us to use an adjustment layer on that. So we'll just call this Merged. Make sure the merged layer is selected. Go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, Hue and Saturation. Make sure the Use Previous Layer to Create Clipping Mask button is selected, and then click OK. Then you can use the Hue slider to change the color of the light bulb. And with the second light bulb selected, we'll hold down Alt or Option, move it, turn it, place it, and then change the color of it. Go with red. And you're going to want to do that whole process throughout the whole string of lights. I already have that done to save some time. So now we have a string of lights. The last thing we're going to do is add some shadows to create some depth. So at the underneath the string layer, create a new layer, call it shadow, and there's two different types of shadows. Well, two different types of shadows. There's the bulb shadow and the string shadow. For the bulb shadow, grab a black brush, 9 pixels in diameter, and paint underneath it. And then set the opacity to 30. And you can get creative with this and try to match up the contours and really give it a look like the bulbs are popping out. And then if I zoom out, you'll see what I mean. Now the bulbs look like they're starting to pop out. I'm going to do the same process with the string, except for I'm going to use a 4-pixel brush. And go right through and give the string some shadow. And just go right through and complete that for everything. It's a little bit tricky. Steady hand and practice will help. A tablet will also help. But there you have it. You can see the text tutorial on the link below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.